You are 35. Your friend has $500 in his account. You have $500,000. The difference isn't your salary. It isn't your job title. It isn't luck. It's a notebook, a cheap spiral notebook, still sitting on your desk right now. You don't know it yet, but this story starts 11 years ago in a parking lot. On a Tuesday, you are 24. Monday morning, 6:47 a.m. Gray sky, thin rain. You're sitting in your car outside a warehouse job you hate. Radio off, engine off, just you and the sound of rain on glass. Your phone buzzes, a text from your brother Dev. Still broke a lot. When you gonna get a real job? You don't reply. You open the glove box instead. Inside is a notebook. Torn cover, coffee stain on page 1. You write one line. Track everything, even the small stuff. You don't know why you wrote it. You just felt like you had to. That notebook will still be with you 14 years from now. You are 25. Coworker Marcus is loud in the break room. Marcus is 27, sells insurance on the side, wears a watch he can't afford. Marcus says, "You gotta look rich to get rich, bro. Fake it till you make it." You nod. You don't argue. You go back to your desk, you open the notebook, you write down what you spent on lunch, $6.40. Small, boring. Nobody sees it. You almost stop doing it. It feels pointless. Then you don't. You are 26. Saturday afternoon, a garage sale 2 streets over. An old man is selling tools out of folding tables. His name is Frank. Frank is 67, a retired mechanical engineer. You ask him why he's still working on cars in his garage if he's retired. Frank says, "When people don't retire from things they love. Maybe they retire from things they were only doing for money." Now, you write that down in the notebook, right there, standing in his driveway. Frank looks at the notebook. He doesn't say anything. He just nods like he recognizes something in you. You don't know it yet, but Franklin will change the next 10 years of your life. You are 27. Family dinner. Your mother's kitchen table. Steam rising off rice. Your mother asks when you're going to do something real with your life. Your brother Dev laughs into his glass. You say nothing. You eat quietly. Later, alone in your apartment, you open the notebook. You write, "Quiet isn't the same as small." You almost believed them. You almost gave up trying to be different. Then you didn't. You are 28. Gas station. 11 p.m. Fluorescent light buzzing overhead. You're filling your tank. An old car. Same one from 3 years ago. A woman in the next lane glances at your car, then at herself, in her own mirror. She doesn't say a word. She doesn't have to. You've learned to stop caring what the car says about you. The notebook has $4,200 written in it now. Saved slowly, line by line, coffee by coffee. Nobody applauds this kind of progress. Nobody films it. But it's real. You are 29. Frank invites you to his garage again. Sunday morning. Smell of engine oil and old coffee. Frank is fixing a 1998 pickup truck. You hand him tools while he talks. Frank says, "Rich people aren't the ones who make the most noise about money. They're the ones who stop needing to talk about it." You almost laugh it off as an old man saying, then you write it down anyway. That night, you open your bank app. You've never once let your spending outpace your notebook. Small, boring, working, you are 30, everyone thinks you're failing. Dev bought a new truck. Marcus posts vacation photos from Cancun. You're still in the same one-bedroom apartment. Same car, same job. At a birthday party, your girlfriend Priya's cousin asks what you actually do for money. You say your job title. It sounds small out loud. Priya squeezes your hand under the table. She's the only one who's seen the notebook. Priya says, "You don't explain a forest by describing one seed. You don't know it yet, but this is the year the numbers start to move on their own. You are 31. Elevator, 8:15 a.m. 14th floor. A man in a suit checks his reflection in the mirrored elevator wall. Adjusts his tie. Doesn't look at you once. You used to feel invisible in moments like this. Now it doesn't touch you. The notebook says $31,000. Invested slowly in things Frank taught you to understand instead of things people told you to buy. Hey, You almost sold it all when the market dipped that spring. Everyone around you was panicking. You didn't. You are 32. Hospital waiting room, cold plastic chairs, fluorescent hum. Frank had a fall. Nothing serious, but enough to scare you. You sit with him while he recovers. He's quieter than usual. Frank says, I never had much money until I stopped trying to prove I had some. Then he says something you'll never forget. The notebook was never about money, it was about attention. Money just followed the attention. You don't cry in front of him. You cry in the parking lot after. You are 33. Wedding? Dev's wedding, actually. Open bar, loud music, cousins comparing salaries near the dessert table. Dev pulls you aside. Half drunk, half honest. Dev says, I talk a lot about money because I don't have any left after the truck payment. You never talk about it. Why? You don't answer right away. You almost tell him everything. The notebook, the years. Frank, you don't. Not yet. Some things aren't ready to be said out loud. You are 35. Airport security, 5 a.m. Shoes off. Bags on this bed. A retired-looking man in line ahead of you is reading a paperback, completely unbothered by the chaos around him. You think of Frank. You think of quiet people who don't need the room to notice them. The notebook now has 6 figures in it. You almost don't believe it. When you check the account on the plane, you don't tell anyone yet. You are 35. Coffee shop, Sunday. The slow morning light through the window, and you're rereading on old pages. Find a book, a coffee stained a first page. The $6.40 lunch. The line about Frank's driveway. Marcus messages you out of nowhere. He's between insurance jobs again. Asks if you can spot him. A few $100. You send it quietly. No lecture attached. That's the real difference, isn't it? You were never trying to look rich. You were just paying attention the whole time. You are 36. Frank passes away is the spring. At his funeral, his daughter hands you a small box. Inside is his old notebook. Decades of small notes, numbers, quotes, reminders. On the last page, in his handwriting, it says, pass it forward. He'll know what to do with it. You almost break down right there in the church. You don't. You just hold the notebook against your chest. You are 38. Your own kitchen table? No, not your mother's. Yours. Dev is over for dinner. He's asking questions differently now. Not mocking. I'm actually asking. You slid your old notebook across the table, not the new one. The first one. Coffee stain and all. You say it was never about the money. It was about what I was willing to notice every single day. When nobody was watching, Dev goes quiet. For the first time in 14 years, he doesn't have a joke ready. The real question was never how much money you had. The real question, well, your bag came. Well, body was counting high. The quiet guy didn't get lucky. I just kept a notebook when everyone else kept score. What is your notebook? What have you been quietly writing down all this time, waiting for someone to finally ask?